Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 723. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I'll be telling you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. You can join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, all that would be great. And it would also be great if you go ahead and share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So let me get started. Let me put on my specs and move my keyboard out of the way, and let's get started. So I'm going to the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page. Lots of programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also local government, city, county, and state. So you can go up and down the page and you'll see literally lots of great things to sign up for, things to help yourself and your family. So definitely. And you might even find a place or two to volunteer at. So definitely check out the Word page. So the Durham County Libraries, they are open until 6 because it is Thursday, so they're open until 6. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and then Bragtown reopens at 10. Okay, I'm just going to read from a couple of things. I'm going to try to keep the show slightly short. The reason why I'm early, usually I do the show at noon on weekdays, but I'm doing it at 10:30 today because I'm going to an event at noon, and I'll actually be announcing that event in case you want to go. Let's see. Let's see. I was going to check. Let's check with Durham Tech Small Business Center. There's lots more on this page. But again, I just want to go for the usual stuff, the usual posts, because I'm a little short on time. So, let's see, today's the 23rd. So, Durham Tech Small Business Center is actually downtown, no longer on Durham Tech's campus. And basically, their job is to help people start businesses, or at least give them the information that they could use to start businesses, and all about, taxes, marketing, that sort of thing, in both English and Spanish. But they don't have anything going on right now, today. And that's okay, because there are one-off workshops that are being offered across the state by the various small business centers. And William M. Andrews is here, first with the fist bump in 3D. Hey, William, saying good morning from Durham, North Carolina. You put your statement up there. There you go. And he's saying it's a rainy day in the Bull City, and it is. I think it started when I was closing the windows of my car yesterday. Maybe it was around 8:30 or so, something like that. And it was starting to drizzle, and it's been raining ever since. It rained really hard. I heard it while I was sleeping, or maybe it woke me up. So yeah, it's definitely going to be totally rainy today. I think all day. So let me continue. And it looks like, oh, there's Barb. Yeah, Barb will be joining us. So let me get this done, because I need to leave the house, and actually I have time. Okay, so let's see what classes are being offered. Let's see. Oh, here's one from 1 until 2. What is AI, artificial intelligence, and how can it make your digital marketing better and easier? I used it a lot yesterday. It's really handy. I kind of switched, well, actually, I created a graphic for the kids page, the Zoom page, using ChatGPT. I think it's called 4.0 or something like that. You have to pay for that, unfortunately. But anyway, I used that for the graphic. It's beautiful. But it seems that when I'm asking questions about just things in general, or even things for the Skywriter, I've switched over pretty much to Gemini, and it's really good. So check it. You always have to check behind your AI, though. Don't always think that it's going to be totally right. So anyway, let me continue. This class, all about AI and marketing, is going to be today from 1 until 2, so go ahead and sign up for that. It'll be on Zoom. Here's another class from 5 until 6:30, Effective Communication Skills for Entrepreneurs, Part 1. That's going to be a good one. 6 o'clock. Here's another one, 7 until 8:30, the Side Hustle Series, Week 3. Side hustles, that's a great way to start a business because then you don't have to quit your job to get started because you're doing it off on the side, which is really great. Also, consider being an entrepreneur. I know a gentleman who started a business within a business. So he had a job, and he asked his boss if he could take some of the items that they were throwing away and recycle them. And the boss said, sure. So he started a recycling business using items from his job, and he's still in business. His job ended. The company he was working for went out of business, but his business is thriving. So he started out as an entrepreneur, starting a business within a business. That's another thing you can do. So anyway, that's going to be, let's see, where am I? So that's going to be from 5 until 6:30. Oh, here's another, oh no, that's the Side Hustle class, and that'll be from 7 until 8:30. I got a little confused because I realized that I skipped one. Here's another one. This one is from 6 until 7. Crushing it as a nonprofit board treasurer. So that's going to be from 6 until 7. All righty. I think that's it. So no classes tomorrow. Usually there are no classes on Fridays. They're probably like planning next week's classes or something like that. Okay, let me just go. Oh, wait, let me remind you. I'm probably going to do this just about every day, but I'm going to do it in a shorter manner. Durham Public Schools, they have signed up a bunch of businesses, churches, Durham Parks and Recreation facilities to provide free breakfasts and lunches for young people ages 1 to 18. The list right here on the Word page under Durham Public Schools. It's also listed on the School Tools page. So your kids can get free breakfast and free lunch. All right. Now, I'm just going to check score real quick. Then I'm going to hop over to the, I'm going to skip the, well, I'll go to the To Your Health page anyway. But let me very quickly check score and see if they have any workshops. They also help budding entrepreneurs. So let's see. Today's the 23rd. Nothing until next week. Okay. Let's hop over to the To Your Health page. And I think with all this rain and wind, I think our air quality is probably improved. So that's a good thing about our current weather. Let's see. Let's just hop right on. Oh, wait a minute. Let's not skip NAMI. NAMI Durham, NAMI, N-A-M-I, stands for National Alliance on Mental Illness. So NAMI Durham hosts an online stress and anxiety support group for African Americans. It's not like Black folks are the only people with stress, but sometimes there are these everyday microaggressions and micro racism that's sometimes hard to push down every day. And that might not be what stresses you. It might be something else. So I think everybody should have group meetings like this. This is online. What's discussed in the room stays in the room. This is going to be on Zoom from 7 until 8:30. But basically, you can talk about what's troubling you, what's challenging you, get the sense that you're not alone in this. You can also get some resources from NAMI so that you can smooth out the bumps of life and live smoothly. Whatever the correct word is. So that's going to be this evening. It will be led by someone from NAMI, so it's not just people just complaining. So again, it will be from 7 until 8:30 on Zoom. Click on that blue link, get that Zoom link. All right, now I'm going to check for the blood drives where you can literally save lives by donating blood. Let's check with the American Red Cross. Their next blood drive is this afternoon at First Presbyterian Church, 305 East Main Street from 1 until 6. And then tomorrow they'll be at the Streets at South Point, the mall, which is at 6910 Fayetteville Road, and they will be there tomorrow from noon until 6. Now let's check with the Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Their next blood drive is Saturday at Kohl's. So I'll tell you about that on Friday. Okay, we are now. Let me click on this button at the top of the page, Health Events. Let's see if there are any events I can tell you about. With today being the 23rd. I hear the rain picking up, so I'll definitely grab my raincoat on my way out. Let's see, and I hear frogs. Weird. Okay. Let's see. Today's the 23rd. Okay, so the American Dance Festival, they were offering free classes for people with Parkinson's and their care partners on Thursdays. But, well, it is July. Maybe they're taking a summer break. But I will tell you that on Fridays, their virtual Dance for Parkinson's class is still on. So this is on Zoom from 11 until 12:30. I've got a phone number that you can call for information and also a blue link that you can click on so that you can attend virtually tomorrow from 11 until 12:15. And that's the American Dance Festival. All right. And the class is called, if I didn't already mention it, Virtual Dance for Parkinson's. All right. Let's go zip over to the Senior Scope page. And let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. So let's see. Today is Thursday. So this afternoon, now the center is open until 7, which is great. So they're going to have Thursday Bible study at 12:30. Kings in the Corner at noon. That's a card game, which I've yet to see that. But you can play that all afternoon. They're open until 7. They're going to be playing Pinochle all afternoon also. Dominoes, which is not being... I need to add dominoes. But yeah, they also play dominoes, which is great fun. Bingo at 1. Open Painting Studio at 1. Arthritis Foundation Exercise Program at 2:15. Acrylic painting at 3. Now tomorrow they're going to have Fitness with Keda. That is a new class that starts at 8:40. DCSL Walking Club. Now it's canceled if it's raining. And I think we're going to have rain in the forecast. It's raining now, but I think it's going to rain tomorrow too. So they cancel it. It starts at 9. So if you're ready to, to head over to the center to join the walking club and it's raining, you can assume that it'll be canceled. But still go to the center because they have other things going on. You could work out. They've got a computer lab, and you can have lots of fun socializing. So don't let that stop you. Total body workout tomorrow at 10, and that's also going to be on the DCSL's Facebook page, Facebook Live. Ping pong at 10. And then I mentioned they have a theater. Well, they will be showing a movie tomorrow, and that will be at 12:30 with free popcorn. And the movie will be, it's a rated R movie, so keep that in mind. It's called 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Okay, this sounds like somebody has a large family. But anyway, yeah, so it's called, I don't know if it's a comedy, drama, I have no idea. But anyway, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. That's tomorrow, 12:30. Now, let's check for the special events. Ooh, it's really picking. It's starting to sound kind of hurricaney out there. No special events. Here's one. The Pride Evening Matinee. And that's going to be at 5 o'clock in the theater this evening. The movie will be called Milk, and that's from 2008. If I'm not mistaken, that's the name of a politician who was a member of the LGBT plus community, and I think he was murdered. I think his name was Harvey Milk, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess that's what the movie's about. So that's going to be tonight at 5. Now at 11 o'clock tomorrow, they're going to have a Chinese workshop. So if you're interested in Chinese language and culture, definitely stop by and have fun with that. Also know that JFK Towers is a DCSL satellite. So tomorrow at 8:30, they will have coffee and community. At 9:30, nature and discovery activity. At 10:30, their walking group. And again, I don't know about the rain, but we'll see. Free lunch at 11:30 and club meetings at 12:30. Now, Little River Senior Center, they're independent. They have activities also Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 2-ish. They're located in Bahama, Northern Durham County, 8305 North Roxborough Road. And they also have fun, free events, and free lunch at 11:30. Now, we're going to jog over to the Let's Go calendar of events page, and then we'll visit with Barb. So let me scroll down. Oh, check out my new weather app. Much bigger and easy to see. So it says it's only 70, really? That's cold for compared to what we've been getting lately. And it says light rain. Okay, but we'll be checking the weather in a sec. Okay, let's scroll down to 23. Whoa, there's a lot happening. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's 25. No wonder. Okay, that's Saturday. 23. There we are. Okay, now this is the event that I'm going to at noon. This is why I'm doing the show early. The Religious Coalition for Nonviolent Durham, they have a monthly community luncheon roundtable. It's really great. It's held at the Elizabeth Street UMC, and that's the church that is at 1209 North Elizabeth Street in the Education Buildings Fellowship Hall. So you park in the parking lot or on the street if it's filled. Go through the parking lot, and then you turn right and go down the stairs. That's the Fellowship Hall. Now, if you're in a wheelchair, go in between the buildings. When you get there, you'll notice, wow, there's like 2 or 3 buildings. So go between the buildings, and then you'll see a ramp that'll take you to the Fellowship Hall. This is going to be at noon, and basically you discuss community issues. Usually they have a speaker or 2, and they have some mindfulness exercises, which are always nice, and of course a delicious free meal. And they don't mind taking donations to help pay for the meal. They don't mind at all. I usually slip a little something in the basket there. So that's going to be at noon. Hope to see you there. Now, Wheels Durham, they're going to have their summer skating session from 2 until 4:30 this afternoon. Admission for skaters is $13. You can rent if you don't own. $6 for regular skates and $7 for rollerblades if you're fancy. And if you're an adult only there to watch your kid, you don't plan to skate, then you pay $4. Now, I don't know about this event. I'm going to announce it anyway. I'm going to suggest that you mid-afternoon check the Facebook page, because they did set up a Facebook event page. So I'm going to tell you what it is. Breakthrough T1D. T1D is like one word. Breakthrough T1D, they're going to be hosting Cool Down for a Cure T1D Summer Social. It's scheduled for Forest Hills Park. This is an outdoor event. This is why I'm hesitating. I want to still announce it. They might postpone it, or they might have it indoors. I don't know. The whole idea, though, is to have families dealing with type 1 diabetes to come out for an afternoon of fun. They're going to have like crafts and playgrounds, the splash pads, free frozen treats. And again, I don't know if they're going to be having it, though. I don't know. Let me check. You know what? Put up with me for a second as I run over to Facebook real quick. Let me see if I can find it. and see if they said anything about it. Okay. It says something went wrong. What in the world? Come on, Facebook. Stop. Okay, now let me look for breakthrough. Breakthrough. T1D. Okay, there it is. Okay. So let's see what they are saying for today. Where's the event? Come on, people. Let me check under events. Sometimes people, well, people are busy and they don't always go to their social and adjust everything when it needs adjusting. Okay. It's not even. So drive by Forest Hills Park, 1639 University Drive, and see if it's on, because it looks like they removed it, or maybe I just couldn't find it. Anyway, it's scheduled for 3:30 to 5 at Forest Hills Park. So I would also suggest, if you're curious, to maybe call Forest Hills Park and see if it's still on, and they should be able to tell you if Breakthrough T1D. They do have a website. They don't have a phone number. They only have email. So you might want to call Forest Hills Park and see if it's still on. And that's easy to find. Just Google it. Of course, the first three numbers are going to be 560, and so you should be able to find that pretty easily. Okay, another thing going on this afternoon, the Parktown Food Hub. They'll be giving away free groceries today for people in need. Now, sometimes they say you have to set an appointment, and sometimes they say no appointments necessary. Today is one of those days. You do not have to make an appointment. You just go. If you're struggling, you need food for your family, definitely. From 4:30 until 5:30, head over to Parkwood UMC Church, 5123 Revere Road. This is an outdoor event. I'll mention it anyway. Boxyard RTP, which is at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. They're scheduled to feature New Orleans Jazz and Swing by Garrett Hitmar and Root Down. This is the Taking Back Thursday live concert series from 5:30 until 7:30. It's free. You will be surrounded by restaurants on the first and second floors, and you can always buy something to eat or escape the rain. Now, they say that you're usually okay if it's raining at Boxyard. It is covered, but they cancel if there's thunder and lightning because they want to keep everybody safe, especially the performers who are right there on stage. So, yeah. So if it's raining lightly, it'll probably still be going on from 5:30 until 7:30. Otherwise, yeah, go next week. Communities in Partnership at 101 South Driver Street. They're offering the Extreme Hip Hop Dance class. That'll be this evening from 6 until 7, and it is free. By the way, this is a former fire station. There's only a couple of parking spaces. If they're taken, just park across the street at the church. They don't mind. Ooh, here's another outdoor event. The Northgate Park Food Truck Rodeo is scheduled to be held at Northgate Park, 300 West Club Boulevard. I don't know if there's any covering there, but they're supposed to have like a food truck there from 6 until 8. Also, the Americana Band, Too Many Cases. Since they're playing Americana, they might be acoustic, but I still think they don't want to get wet, get their guitars and whatnot wet. So I would think if it's raining, it's probably canceled. It's probably canceled because nobody wants to be and a musician, acoustic or electric, out there while it's storming. The Fleet Feet Pony Run, another outdoor event, starts at and returns to Ponysaurus Durham, 219 Hood Street. I'm going to leave this one up to you. I know runners are tough. 6:15 until 8:30. You can choose either to run 3 miles or 5 miles at your own pace. I'm going to let you make that decision. Party of One, they're holding the Soul Line Dance class. This is indoors at W.D. Hill Recreation Center, 1308 Fayetteville Street. It is free and it starts at 6:30. The Bull City Toastmasters meeting is going to be hybrid, so it's going to be in person at 245 Highway 54, Suite 100, and also on Zoom. This is where you get to learn how to speak in front of people, both in person and in front of a camera. Always fun. Another outdoor event, the Latinos and Latinas Run Club, from 6:30 until 8:30. They'll be running, scheduled to run for 3 to 5 miles throughout downtown Durham, starting and ending at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, which is at 545 Foster Street. Check their social media. There are links for information. Like I said, people very often are busy and they don't always update things online when necessary. Just letting you know. The NAACP Durham branch, they're holding a prayer breakfast tomorrow morning at the Ivy Community Center, 4222 Fayetteville Road, starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. They'll be honoring two pastors, Dr. Cornelius Battle from Ebenezer Baptist Church. I think that's the one that's right down the street from me, and Elder James A. Blake from Fisher Memorial UHC, and they'll be honored at this year's prayer breakfast. Tickets are $55, or you can get a whole table for $400. How about that? Up to you. I've got a phone number for you to call for questions and to see if they have any empty spaces. They might be sold out by now, but we'll see. Counterculture Coffee might be a familiar name if you like coffee. I've seen, actually just the other day I saw their coffee at Harris Teeter, but they also provide coffee for the coffee shops, coffee houses. So they are located at 812 Mallard Avenue, and on certain Fridays, including tomorrow, from 10 until 11, they're going to have tasting at 10. It's a free event. Enjoy different flavors of coffee, hang out, and just start your day with a nice bit of caffeine or even the decaffeinated beverage. And that again is tomorrow at 10. Now again, if you're in need, don't be ashamed. If you need food, the Salvation Army of Durham, they love to help. They're at 909 Liberty Street. Tomorrow is Free Food Friday, starting at 10. You can go there. If you have a current photo ID, definitely have that with you. And if you happen to have a strong bag, take that as well, just in case. But they will be giving you some food tomorrow for your family. Wheels Durham will have their summer public skating from 11 until 1:30 tomorrow. Admission for skaters is $13. And here is an interesting event. I'm assuming this is pronounced Maison, Maizon. I know with an S it means house in French, so maybe they're being cute. Maison Durham, which is that new gigantic building which took over what used to be the parking space for the DSS and the health department. So Maison Durham is at 500 East Main Street. They're hosting an open house and roommate matchmaking event. That's interesting. It says here that you can tour the model apartments and public areas and see if you can find someone compatible to share the space with. And some people are looking for roommates because, costs are high. Now, back home in Chicago, that's very common when you're starting your adult life. You're flying, what is it? You're flying the nest, hopping out of it, whatever the term is, starting your young adult life. Very often, I started out that way with the roommate. I think my sister did too. A lot of people do. I think my brother did too. So it's a good way to start. And when you get older, a lot of times your kids are grown. They're off on their own. You're older. You want to get rid of the big house, or you don't need as much space. Maybe you have a 3-bedroom apartment. You don't need all that. And you want to downsize. And you're trying to figure out how to afford rental units nowadays. Maybe you're on your own. You're single again or whatever. Think about it. This might be an interesting event. It's going to be at Maison Durham tomorrow from 11 until 3. I think that's it. One more thing. Community Health Coalition, they're hosting a food giveaway at Kyle's Temple, AME Zion Church, 409 Dunstan Avenue, from noon until 2. And bring a bag just in case. Now, let's check the weather, and I hope Barb's still, she's so patient. I appreciate that. Let us check the weather. It has gone all the way up to 75 in just a few minutes. Okay, so it's 75. It's raining, as you can hear. You can probably hear it. It's going up to 77. And let's see, there's a flood watch. It's been raining all night. And I'm sure those low-lying streets like Pettigrew are probably, hopefully not Fayetteville, because sometimes Fayetteville floods and it gets really, really bad. Let's see, so let me see, the percentage, yeah, 100% chance of rain because it is raining. Yes, so the high today will be 77. We're almost there. Now tomorrow, the high will be 80, 95% chance of rain, and that's tomorrow. Saturday, 80, Sunday, 84, both 80 and 60% chance of rain, respectively. And it looks like it's just going to be rainy and moderately warm. So it's not going to hit 90 again until Tuesday. And that's going to be a partly sunny day with no rain. And then it'll be rainy again on Wednesday. So that's it for the weather. I suggest if you can find your umbrella or your raincoat, you might want to grab that if you're going to hit the streets today. Now, let's see what Barb is up to. Let's see if I can do this smoothly. Okay, wait, let me do this. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can do it right. It worked, yes. Was that smooth or what? Hey, Barb.
How are you doing today?
I am doing
Finally.
well. It's a little wet out there. I'm a little curious. It's been raining all night, so I'm expecting the streets to be kind of, not floody, but kind of questionable. But how are you? What's the weather out your way?
Well, I'm supposed to be getting, at least in the city of Albuquerque, we're supposed to have some rainfall. I'm up, against the mountain, against the Sandias, and it says they're going to be, shower here. There could be any time, but you never know how those,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
said the
how
Sand.
it turns out.
Are those mountains? You said Sandias?
Yeah, the Sandia Mountains.
Oh, okay.
They're
Oh,
world
so,
famous because they look like at certain times of the day it's a watermelon color. They're like a watermelon.
ooh,
So Native Americans, long before um, the other settlers were around, they were drawn to the mountains because of that watermelon color. So
nice. I
yeah,
actually love to see pictures of the mountains and those really super smooth canyon walls and all
hmm
that. It's just really pretty. One day I'm going to see it in person, maybe. But yeah, now it is. Now I do have. Yeah, I had plenty of time. I thought I was going to be rushed. Yeah, we don't have to rush. I've got time. So
okay,
now I sent. Now we were talking about ballooning yesterday, and I
for
sent.
sure.
I used Gemini. Okay, and I
Yeah,
asked.
I want to talk about Gemini today a little bit, if you
Ooh,
don't
please
mind.
do. But let me just say to audience. Yeah, we were talking about um, the fact that in North Carolina, I guess there's a big ballooning event that's looking for a new spot. So I looked up using Gemini what areas close to Durham, being selfish, wanting to go myself, that could accommodate a balloon festival or balloon event. And I sent it over to Barb. It's really interesting what they came up with. The only area large enough in Durham would be the stadium area, which, as it turns out, is probably not large enough. But
Yeah.
the Dorothea Dix which used to be that mental hospital, which is now a big public event space. So that might be a nice area. But anyway, what did you want to say about Gemini? I'm just now discovering it, Barb.
Well, an interesting thing happened to me. As you know, every Thursday morning, I go live in TJ Walker's online student community group and
Okay.
have for well over 10 years. And the students, each of the students submit, their homework for us to review
Mm-hmm.
uh, in our live sessions. And this week we had a student who had just joined us in April,
Mm-hmm.
and he submitted a video that he just set up a new YouTube channel and submitted a video for our critiquing. And I
Mm-hmm.
was blown away because it the video looks professionally done. He had enrolled
Ooh.
in the YouTube marketing course that TJ offers.
Ooh.
And I think you're even in my free course group, my free Udemy course group, if I'm not
Yeah, I think
mistaken. But
so. I think.
every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I put courses, free coupons to courses in there,
Okay. Ooh.
and
Okay.
that's one that shows up pretty often. And of course, I took the course a long time ago, and it was great. It's been great because I can always get it. The courses are always updated, and I
Mhm.
can get the latest of what's happening.
Nice.
So anyhow, I have to arrange watch the student videos, and then we arrange to discuss them on Thursday mornings. Well, I spent almost an hour because I got up at 5. Of course I do on every day,
Mm-hmm.
and I spent almost an hour on that 6 minute and 50-second video,
Wow.
all because of Google Gemini. And I don't know because we are using EVMux and it's not my native application that I use, and I needed to be reminded today. Two things. When I joined you in here,
Mm-hmm.
there was an option to add a destination, but when I went to add a destination, which I had with you when I'd been with you before, it came up, opened up and asked me which one I wanted. So this time it asked me to sign in. So evidently I had
Yeah.
signed out at some point or enough time had gone by, I hadn't used it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's even on free accounts. Everyone can have a free account on EVMux, right? And it's indefinite, evidently, from the wording I had. It wasn't just a free trial, but you can subscribe to a free account on that
Okay.
platform.
Okay. I think I
Are
just
you?
I think I just jumped in and paid. I don't even think I might have.
I need to. I need to research that because that's really a cool feature to not
Yeah. It's
be
very
hassling
cool.
with that because I mean, as you both of us know, tons of veteran live streamers, but for
Hmm.
whatever reason we may prefer another application.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the whole situation, I mean, that really was exceptional that it was, not limited for a limited time on the free one, and that you could share one destination. That's what it said to me
Yeah.
today. So I want to definitely research that.
Yeah.
But as you know, we initially met on YouTube and through Google Hangouts,
Oh my
and
goodness, I miss
you
Google.
remember that? It's just, and we went to Blab and so forth and so on. But
Google Hang.
go back to, I don't want to ramble off from the Google Gemini
Okay.
AI application because what happened on this, it was the first time I saw it
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube, the actual, like how to get there and so forth. And this 6 minute and 50-second video is titled Trying to Make Sense of Life.
Wow.
Isn't that, I mean, talk about timing, Patricia,
In
and
6.
what you were talking about today, and people being lonely and that whole thing, and the need for connection. And so, I'm a certified life coach by 3 different instructional institutions and so forth. And
Wonderful.
you know, I've lived a long time and I am definitely certifiable in many
And very wise.
in many ways. So it really doesn't, you know, it's a ha ha moment for me. But what Google Gemini did totally blew me away.
Ooh.
And if I can, as your guest, share a screen, I will take you to that video so we can see where it's at. So you
Okay.
tell me, am I, because I haven't signed in. What it told me was, EVMux told me that I had to sign in to add a destination. So I don't know if I have to sign in to add a screen.
I don't know, but I
I'll
have
hit it.
I have
Okay,
I have a
I'm going to
picture.
try and you let me know, okay?
Okay, because you can share screen or share.
Did it
Oh,
give you an option?
add to scene transition.
There
Ooh.
it is. Wow. And then can you focus just on that screen for a couple minutes so that I
Yeah,
can show your audience what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to make it the
So that'd be
spotlight. Oh, there you go. Whoa. Okay.
okay. Well, how cool is that?
Extremely.
So this now is he a in my classroom, the student said, "Is that AI? Is he on the video AI?" And I can share a little bit of it with you. But I mean, this is so professionally done. It's his first entry,
Wow.
but and you can see that the video's only been up for 3 days here, right? Can you
Uh-huh.
see that on your screens? You
It's
guide me there
really
because
teeny
I'm looking at
tiny.
it.
Yeah, it's really
Huh?
teeny tiny. It's teeny tiny.
It's
The
teeny. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can make it larger. Oh
I mean,
gosh. Do you know what? There, can you see it better? I
no,
am
that's okay. That's okay.
such an old lady here. I didn't look at, evidently, uh, Google had reduced it down to 80%.
Oh,
And so okay, now here's his see this right here? Summarize video. You
uh,
summarize video. It says,
oh,
let me,
yes.
yeah, it says summarize video, and you see the big star and the little star right
Hmm.
there.
Okay.
That will do it. If you look over here on this side, you can
Mm-hmm.
see that I use TubeBuddy to analyze videos, right?
Okay.
And at the very top of that, it says YouTube summary. And then look at all the things that ChatGPT, look at all those different um, AI applications that are connected. And there's Gemini too. If I want to do that through a different service that I have, okay? But
Oh,
I never look at that because obviously, as an old lady, this could be very confusing at times.
wow. So that's what he
But
used?
so, no, just a
Oh,
minute. Let me tell you. Okay,
oh,
so
okay.
then I look here and I'm seeing this,
Mm-hmm.
and I look down, and the whole thing is that if I click this one, the star here under Ask,
Okay.
that's also Google Gemini. See it?
Oh,
See
yeah.
it come up? I
Uh-huh.
don't think I can make that any bigger,
I don't think I've
but
clicked on that
it
on
says,
YouTube. Hmm.
"Are curious about what you're watching? I'm here to help." And
Whoa.
then and these are the options it gives me. Okay. I
Oh,
hope this is okay if I do this for your audience, but I know a lot of
okay.
folks are like me. They're 50 and over and they're like totally bewildered. Is it worth using? And like you yesterday in helping me to find different locations, it's like we're like, how can I help people? You know,
Yeah,
that's what we've always been about is, well, how can I help? You can't do
indeed.
this. How can I help? Because I know that I can call on different tools. I can
Mhm.
do the research to help you find the answer. But this is AI here. How fast that just came up with that little star. And
Yeah.
then look at this. It says, are you not sure what to ask? Choose something. Summarize a video. Recommend related content. And now watch these questions. Why does silence sometimes feel heavy? That's a life coaching question.
Wow.
What does the shadow represent? How does chaos help internal focus?
Hmm.
So if I keep going, it will even ask. So I ask it to summarize a video.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm watching here. It hasn't even played yet. Look at this. Key themes explored include the illusion of certainty, the search for meaning, the existential encounter,
Oh my
and
goodness.
and here under a collective pattern, the creator highlights that these personal struggles reflect broader societal issues, including cycles of violence and hopelessness, suggesting that these experiences are part of a universal human challenge. And then it gives me the exact location of where the creator started that.
Oh my
And
goodness.
then tells me how the creator concludes the video. That is so
It's
perfect. It's not, it's like,
crazy.
huh?
That's, I mean,
Isn't that
it's
crazy?
baffling that it would
It
know all
is. I
that.
don't see that I can pop it out as a separate window, but so here I go. Okay, as life coaches, in order to get someone to talk about something, to share their story, you have to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, what questions do I ask? I don't want to get too personal. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to ask something, that will stimulate anxiety or
Mm-hmm.
stress. And so it brings up what creates a sense of life collapse? What do we avoid looking inward? Do labels define our inner struggles? Now, I'm going to tell you before going any further, I'll push on one. But I did this earlier and I saved each one in a text file, all these questions and that,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously I'm a beta tester. I'm checking how things work out.
Yeah.
And, and the whole and it, it warns me it's AI can make mistakes, but so can human beings. And these are types of questions that can go anywhere, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's say, uh, why do we avoid looking inward? I'll check that now. Okay. And so after I do this, look at this. What happens? So it gives me that little tidbit. It says the speaker suggests that we avoid looking inward because the silence that emerges when the noise of life pauses can feel heavy and uncomfortable. To cope with this, people often attempt to subdue the silence by immersing themselves in distractions such as work, sensory pleasures, addictions, or an obsession with outside interests
Hmm.
like celebrities, politics, and sports, which effectively prevents them from looking too closely at their internal state.
Hmm.
So look what happened here. It immediately added, how did turning 40 change the speaker? What do we chase to avoid inner silence? Does
Wow.
personal struggle mirror does personal struggle mirror societal issues? And so three more questions, right? This is like a master class, is what I'm telling
That's,
you. Because if you copy just those things, you will be better. This output from the Google Gemini, and you start asking yourself these questions, you will open up. Your mind will open up, and you will find answers for yourself. But see, it even after it did that basic thing, I'm not reading it there. It says it came up with more questions. It wants you to keep asking it more questions. And it says, can we learn from our past silence? Is the old map of life outdated? Why keep walking through the dark forest? Isn't that just mind blowing?
that is wild. But does the video creator have any input or
Not in this part, but let's
uh,
let's really, if you don't mind, if you have just a couple minutes so we can go through this. I mean,
sure,
well,
I'm
it's me, but it's
I'm a
like
few
it was
minutes.
my why I spent an hour on it. Okay,
Yeah.
so English is not his native language.
Okay.
He admits that at the outset. Um, this microphone that he's using is a clue. He's a little bit more professional than not.
Hmm.
But then again, this whole thing we're looking at could be AI. He does not say it is.
Okay.
And Google, which owns YouTube, has told us that it has to, he's supposed to be admitting if it is AI, it should be in here, and
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't, and that hasn't been there. So I don't know. So we're going to assume
Well,
that his
his neckline is crooked, so he's probably real.
um you and I are such a girlfriend. Okay, so I'm going to let it play so you can see the transition, which to me, all right, one, it looks very creative. I am a traditional artist. I started, my first piece of artwork that I received an award for on was with color crayons, with crayons that I
Mm-hmm.
colored, that I drew and colored. And so here we go. And I'm going to, I'll go at just so, let me see how EVMX works, how it sees us on screen. I'll
Okay.
go ahead and put full screen on that, and then
Okay.
I'll take it off, okay?
Okay.
So now we've done that so we can see it, and I'll press play. Now,
People seem to navigate life quite easily. They seem to have everything figured out. One phase of their life just naturally leads into the next. And they seem to have a handle on their relationships, their career, their finances. I really admire people like that. But I don't think I've ever been one of them. You see, for as long as I can remember, there's always been a part of me that couldn't help but question
look
things.
at that.
Question my choices, my beliefs, the direction my life was taking. Not always consciously and not always in words, but somewhere in the background, there was always a quiet restlessness and maybe a sense of rebellion as well. And when I turned 40, something inside me felt it was time to take a pause and look back. Look back and see what all those years of questioning and searching had actually taught me. And when I look back, I realized that I wasn't looking for answers anymore. I was looking for understanding.
Okay, so I will
That's good. Yeah.
cut that down. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
It just
It's
blew
really
me
good.
away, I
That's
gotta
really
tell you.
good. Yeah.
So you could go through that. We don't you want to take we can take that screen share off now,
Oh,
but
okay.
um well, here I can stop it. It says. Let me see if I hit stop. Nope.
Okay, wait a minute.
I guess you have to take it off.
There we go.
There we go.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Wasn't that something?
That was really something else.
So in that, it was 6 minutes and 50 seconds. But in the questions that you kept following on with Google Gemini, as you answered one, whatever question that you clicked on for it to answer, it then brought up 3 more questions.
Okay.
And that went on. I mean, I stayed in there. I was drinking my coffee and I said, I don't believe this. Because, I am a certified life coach. I have taken multitude of courses. And part of that exercise in becoming a certified life coach is all the questions you can come up with to stimulate feedback from your clients.
Yeah, that's really. So does this work? This works with all videos, I take it. Actually, I think it does because, and I only have like maybe 3 more minutes and I have to go.
Me too.
But I have a friend who lives out in California who's retired, but he was a computer guy. So he's always telling me about. He's the one who told me about Gemini, and also a very fascinating notebook LM, which I'd like to talk
Yeah, yeah.
later. But he
Not today, but that's
no,
another
not
one.
yet,
But
not
I'm
today.
just, yeah.
Because I only have a couple more. But
Right.
he actually had me to. I forget how. I guess I had the link in. I don't remember if it was Notebook or Gemini now, but anyway, it explained what I was. I had a guitar tutorial that I made years ago, and it talked about what I was doing in the tutorial, and I was just amazed. Just
How it analyzed it, what it
yeah,
shared with you. Yeah.
and
So
gave me some compliments. I just felt so
uh-huh.
so seen. But yeah, this is maybe another tool that people can use when watching videos. Because
I
one
think
thing,
it's exceptional. Yes.
now, one thing I will say, when I was a kid, Pop always told us we needed to know when he would ask us about our book reports,
Right.
and he'd say, "Who wrote it?" And I'd say, I don't know, John
I don't
Smith.
know.
He said,
Yeah.
"Who's John Smith?" I don't know. The guy who wrote the book. And he's like, "You've got to know who the person is. You had to
Hmm.
know what vantage point he's writing the
Right.
book from, you know."
Absolutely.
And he says, you need to know if someone is talking about the history, about the slaves being happy and content.
Hmm.
Is this a slave owner?
Right.
Obviously not. Obviously not an abolitionist. You know.
Well put.
So
Yeah.
you have to know. So I think that this tool is going to let us know, because sometimes when you listen to political commentary, you're like, where is this?
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it to go circle around to because that ended up in my my first live class.
Hmm.
We talked about how we don't talk about political things in
Yeah.
social media and so forth. But it's really funny you came around to that for a minute. We can't avoid it,
You can't.
but
I mean, yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I love what your pop said too. Is I've been fortunate. I had both my father and then a gentleman that was in my life for 20 years that I called pops. I mean,
Mhm.
he reminded me of my father and grandfather actually,
Wow.
and because he was uh, of his career and
Hmm.
what he did, and with the FBI, the CIA, and so all of his various adventuresome projects. It's like he could become a chameleon, and become any of those
Wow.
characters. It was very funny. But yes, I agree with you 1,000%. But I think if you use it responsibly, and so it's like, you know, common sense and logic rules every time. I mean, you have to look at something because immediately when I saw it, I initially thought, well, this is done by a professional. And I
Hmm.
thought, and then I looked at when the human being is on there and realizing that I have been developing avatars that are very human type avatars. It's like, because there are other applications where we can actually create a representative of ourselves that look absolutely like us
Yeah.
and make ourselves talk, and so it's like, is it real? Oh, remember when is it real or is it Memorex? Remember
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
commercial? Oh
I,
my
I love those
gosh.
commercials. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the commercials
Is it
too.
live or is it memory?
Memorex.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 that's it. But I
That,
mean, that's,
Gerald would break the glass with her
yeah, yeah.
with her singing voice.
Yeah, well, both of us are folks that grew up during, the television days,
Yeah.
and then going, to live. It was such. In fact, in YouTube back in the early days, it's like, wow, live TV.
Yeah. I'm gonna make
So I
one
gotta go.
more point and then I have to go. Just this morning, I learned that the BBC is having a lot of problems with apparently in UK you have to pay a license um,
Oh,
every year,
yes,
and this
yes,
helps keep BBC afloat, which is a
right.
governmentally owned TV
Uh
station.
huh.
People are refusing to pay now. They're like, I'm watching YouTube. I'm not watching BBC.
Yeah, I
You
saw
have,
that.
you have BBC. I said, yeah, but I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
They're trying to find. Yeah. So yes, that's gonna be
Absolutely.
interesting.
Absolutely.
And
Exciting time to still be hanging out.
oh yeah. I, now I want to. I do need to go, but Barb, let's
Me too.
talk more about Gemini and Notebook. What is it? Is it Notebook LM? Is that what it is?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's so many. I've dabbled in a good majority of them. I
Okay.
still have centered around ChatGPT, but I do uh, pay a subscription fee for it.
I do
That's
too
what I've
because
done
I
there.
like to ask for it to make graphic elements for my
Uh huh. Uh
articles.
huh. But
Yeah.
at least we old gals are using it responsibly.
Oh
I think you'll
yeah.
have to admit
Oh yeah. I would never do anything bad.
that. Because
No.
that's the way we were brought up. Our
Yeah.
dads told us, verify your source.
Exactly. Exactly. It is so important. And it's so important to be sophisticated like that, and you're never too young to be mindful of that,
Absolutely.
you know.
Well, thank you so much
Sure,
for
but thank you. That was
this
really
time.
awesome. And I'm going to look for or you can send me the
The
link.
link to the, I'm probably going to be talking about it on my Facebook profile today at
Okay,
Barb T USA.
okay.
But I will make sure that you get a link because I'm going to be putting it in my live stream groups because is it real? Or,
Yeah,
is it Memorex?
yeah,
Hello? You
yeah.
know, uh, it blows me away. And it's interesting how you homed in on the neckline. And I
Yeah.
thought, and you said, oh no, it has to be real because of his neckline. But I thought that was more the good possibility that it could have been AI. So
Hmm.
two
Yeah.
different people looking at the same thing is
Hmm.
I thought, well, because if it can't get it works with what you have, what you give it,
Hmm.
and tries to, but anyway, who knows? The
You never
mystery
know.
continues.
The
I'll
mystery.
catch you as
Okay.
soon as I can the next time. What I need, girlfriend, is more a timing thing because I need to put it on my schedule. Of when you
Oh,
would like that to occur,
oh,
because
yeah. Well, I do the show at noon Eastern. It's just that I'm doing it because I'm
so
doing.
that's 8 a.m. my time, right? Or no, noon Eastern would be 9 a.m. my time.
Yes. If
Okay,
you're
and Mountain
California
time.
time.
No, I'm Mountain time.
Oh, Mountain is 2 hours, so
Yeah,
it's
so
10
it's
o'clock.
10 a.m.
10, yeah.
Okay, 10 a.m.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I will look there.
Yeah, it's the only reason I'm
Check.
doing it early is because I have to do
But
some.
you are incredible. I gotta go, but you are incredible for showing up,
Barb. Thank you,
being
Barb.
there every day. I mean, you need an award for just showing up and providing the resources you do for your community every day. That is amazing.
Oh, thank you, Barb. I
So,
love doing it.
okay,
I
well,
really
I'll
enjoy
catch
it.
you later
Okay.
and I'll see you back on Facebook.
Okay. Take care, Barb. Thank you.
You.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. So awesome when Barb drops by. That was something else. So in later shows, we'll be talking more about AI because she's like the real thing. She's the real deal. Yeah, she knows all about this stuff. So anyway, I gotta go. I can't be late. So I will see you tomorrow. Let's see, looking at my calendar. Yeah, I don't have anything scheduled for tomorrow at noon, so I'll be doing the show live tomorrow. Be sure to check out the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Ciao for now.